will give you a passport. Look at this
You
arrow.
always do.
That's right. Aeroplane. Oh my god. Aeroplane. Plane and look at 2012. It's a plane. Almost. Okay. Are we good?
I think so. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LongWalker's Woke Wednesdays. We've got quite a bit of different things for you today to watch, and first time I'm watching them, so we're going to start off with the offensive tranny. We are both trans and dating, reacting to T versus T couples.
No, T4.
I know, T4T
No,
couples.
versus Tristan.
So let's find out what's going on with this.
What does T for T mean? T for T means trans for trans and describes trans couples. Let's react.
T for T is basically when a trans person prefers to date other trans people. This can be for a lot of different reasons, the most prominent being comfort and safety. For example, a trans person living in a conservative area might prefer to date other trans people because they only feel safe coming out to other trans people.
It's about comfort and safety. Okay, so non-trans people, meaning 99.9% of the population, would make trans people feel unsafe if dating them. I don't buy it. I love how dramatic these people are. They think it's dangerous to be a trans person in conservative areas, but it's not dangerous. The way woke people describe the United States is like they're describing Saudi Arabia or any other country in the Middle East, except for Israel, of course. I'm Israel Chai. Real and fake trans Americans are super lucky to live in the United States. So I don't think it makes sense to say I only want to date other trans people because I can only feel safe this way.
So we are a trans couple.
We're a trans couple.
And being
can tell.
trans in a relationship
You can tell
is
her.
pretty
You can tell.
amazing. I think the most affirming thing is just being with someone who has never misgendered me
Yeah.
and could never, because you've done the work to be able to see yourself. You see me. Like, you actually see me. Even before physically transitioning, you've always seen me.
What does that mean? I know you meant that in a spiritual way, but we're talking about gender, and you can actually, with your own eyes, see gender. Gender isn't spiritual. Gender is a fact about what you are. Anyone can misgender someone, even trans people themselves. Believe it or not, but trans people do not have an X-ray vision. Unfortunately, we do not have superpowers. Do you think that trans people can stand in front of people and be like, I think you are they, he? What you're actually talking about and experiencing is people lying to you. Of course I see you as a woman, even though you're a man. And you want this fake behavior and fake affirmation. Why? I don't know.
I feel sometimes incredibly invisible in my non-binary identity. And I don't feel like you perceive me as a binary man. And that's really important to me.
I feel like because we're both trans people and we're both non-binary people, it doesn't feel like we need to fall into either or any gender role.
I'm a bit confused. How can you feel what others view you as? And what does it mean to be seen as a non-binary person? Maybe that's why you feel invisible, because the identity is not a real thing. I have some advice for you guys. If you just stop believing that there are only certain things men can do, women can do, if you stop believing in gender roles, in other words, you don't need to identify as non-binary. Doing this is easy, and it's free. You're welcome. Not having to worry about if he sees me as a boy because we're T for T. This is trans ideology. This is a girl who would never transition, so she looks like a man. She never needs to transition or prove that she's trans because her partners, and most likely all of her friends, are all within the same cult, believes in the same ideology. She has a girlfriend who also identifies as a trans guy, so this couple can live happily ever after, affirming each other's delusions. But are they really happy? One of the things I say almost in every single video I make is, you cannot be truly happy if you live in Delulu land. Boyfriend who wants to get rid of his tits, girlfriend who wants bigger tits. The disturbing part is she actually got top surgery, and she's now on testosterone. She was married to a man, and then they got divorced because she came out as a lesbian, and now this, back to dating a man, apparently. Why do these people need to post this on TikTok, on the internet? Can't you just be a couple without telling the whole world that you're happy? Well, if you have to say it all the time, is it because you're trying to convince yourself you're happy? Generally speaking, the couples who have to post constantly about their relationship are the most unhappy ones.
If I wasn't trans, I wouldn't be having these T for T experiences. This is going to sound so cheesy, but it's genuinely one of the most beautiful parts that I found of being trans, is having these interactions with people that I think cishet people wouldn't ever really quite understand.
Cishet means cisgender heterosexual people. These people sound so irrational, so brainwashed, extremely ideological, and to some degree spiritual. Or can I say, fake spiritual? Trans activists think if they date other trans people, they would have a relationship that is so unique that you can't even explain it to the rest of the world because they would never understand. Okay, chill. If your partner comes from the same cult as you, it would make sense you have a deep connection because you're equally as brainwashed. You both believe in Fantasyland and believe that there are more than two genders, that you can be trapped in the wrong body, and children can be trans. So yeah, most people do not understand those things. Thank God. No.
Alright, so what we're seeing, obviously, from even what Defensive Tranny is saying, is these people just want to confirm each other. But as most people will not, they're just going to live their own life being confirmed by each other that they're whatever they want.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's, yeah,
It's easy.
it's easier.
Because in a relationship, you're supposed to push each other to achieve the next level, to be, you know, your best self and everything. And I can tell in those sorts of relationships, they're basically like children. And so they're sitting there at the table eating their string cheese and talking about how it's like,
Yep.
oh, I know, before it was even this.
This guy is really cool. We've watched a lot of his videos ourselves. It's very easy calling him a guy. You know, he's another transgender, but he transitioned all the way, and is a guy now.
It was reasonable.
It's very reasonable, and it's one of the few that I actually, approve and bow my head to. All these others is just a joke.
Yeah, they make a goddamn mockery of it.
Yes.
Unintended.
Barriers to dating, it's not even that people are transphobic. I mean, obviously some people are, but a lot of people are just ignorant or misinformed. They decide that I could never date a trans person because of this one fact that probably isn't true.
It's called attraction, honey, and I hope you agree with me that you can't help what sex you're attracted to. Unfortunately, I know you disagree with me, and that's really sad. But it is funny you agree with religious fanatics who believe that conversion therapy helps, especially because you hate these people. But you act like them. You can't convince yourself to be attracted to certain people you're not attracted to. Your body doesn't lie. If the D won't get hard, if the P won't get wet, there's nothing you can do. Unless you support SA or the R word. I really hope you don't. Why can't you just date the people who you want to date and who want to date you also, and then just try to be happy and keep your mouth shut? Stop policing what other people are attracted to. It is great that you as a trans man can find people who are attracted to you. I am also lucky to have a boyfriend who's attracted to me, and I'm attracted to him, of course. Okay, now I'm getting distracted because I'm thinking of him. But there's nothing wrong with two consenting adults being together. The only problem I have with T for T couples is the social contagion aspect of it. As you all know, the only reason why we see such a huge rise in young people identifying as trans nowadays is due to social contagion. Young people see trans influencers on social media and want to be like them.
Yes.
And it's becoming more common to have friends who are also trans. I hope I can find this picture, but I saw this picture on Twitter of 5 girls holding their testosterone shots. They're all friends and they think it's really nice that they can inject themselves with testosterone together as a team.
Wow.
And it's effing disturbing. What's not so common, but it is a thing, is seeing T for T couples doing the same thing. I don't post videos on TikTok because they always get removed for hate speech. TikTok believes that what I'm saying is harmful, but this is not. What's wrong, Marcus? They're not telling people to do the same. I know, but they are literally glamorizing this whole thing, and that is the disgusting part. They're creating a narrative that it's perfectly normal and fine to transition with your partner, when it's not. Being a transsexual, the real kind, is so effing rare. Statistically speaking, it's almost impossible for a real transsexual to fall in love with another transsexual. Again, the real kind. Correction, this couple is not glamorizing trans for trans couples because they're not trans. They're glamorizing and trying to normalize fake trans people getting a medical gender transition, even though it wouldn't benefit them. As I said, the problem is not two consenting adults dating. What is the problem is the whole concept of social contagion. Trans activists will only be around people who think like them, who affirm their delusions about what they think they are. It's not healthy, and I want these people to be out in the real world instead. No matter what, they can't escape reality, nor should anyone. And of course, the biggest problem here is to try to spread a trans ideology, glamorizing what it means to be trans, especially when you're not even trans yourself. Thank you all for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. If you want to support me and my work, my PayPal is in the description down below. You can also support me through locals.com or by becoming a member of this channel. I love you all and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace out.
So he has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know that multiple times he said that, you know, he's like, he has to admit that he's a female, just living life as a male.
Yeah.
But it's like he still admits that he has female, like, biology and everything. So I guess now he lives, like, as a gay guy? Basically,
I don't know.
because I thought that was kind of, like, out of his scope before. I don't know, I'm a little bit confused there, but...
Yeah, me
still
too.
It still makes a little bit more sense because I mean it still would be a female with a male.
Yeah.
But it's like if the male is gay, then it kind of like convolutes things. Anyway, for the most part, I've been with it. That kind of caught me off guard. But, you know.
I know, me too. I hurt my. Oh.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Kids versus Karens. Kids and Karens just don't get it. One is kind of cute.
Stop.
Way too loud here. Careful. Be careful which button you're pushing.
It's that one. See. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading on to Kids versus Karens. I watched, not this one, but a couple of these, like last weekend, I think. And it really gets me riled up with the way that some of these adults act.
These kids, but I am really impressed with a lot of these kids knowing their rights and everything.
There's a lot of kids that are knowing their rights today, and that is a big, big step in the right direction. You need to know your rights when you're out there. So let's watch some of this stuff, and we'll go over some of it. This is about a half an hour long, so let's see what we can get done.
And the other is totally uncute, unbearable, and unsane. So let's see how these unknown kids get on against the legendary Karen. Are they going to cry to mama, or are they going to stand their ground? Ready to see what the toughest kids on the block are really made of? These kids are caring for Mother Nature and watering the plants. Not on Karen's watch.
Here's another Karen insulting my daughter. Coming out here, my daughter's been coming here watering plants for 3 weeks while they're out of town. You don't know them. You insulting my child. We live in a neighborhood. Karen, welcome to the internet, Karen.
Karen.
You got little girls crying. Welcome to the internet, Karen. The new Karen. Welcome to the neighborhood, Karen.
I need a name.
I've lived here. You don't need a name. You need to get away. You need to go somewhere. If you don't know, you need to go somewhere, Karen. Out here making little girls cry for watering plants at a friend of ours' house, and you're the new Karen. You need to go somewhere, Karen. Welcome to the internet, Karen. Welcome to the internet. Making little girls cry for watering
children the way that they treat them.
Yes, me too. I would not stand for it.
So if they get in their faces and stuff, it's like they're inches from being able to like hurt these kids. It's like, I'm sorry, I put them on the ground. I don't care, dude.
I know.
flowers.
Kevin is humiliating this 14-year-old skater in front of his friends. Not today, son.
You want me to go over there? I'll get the police to come over here and escort you off his property.
Actually,
Just because you're acting like a big boy in front of these guys that can skate, jump. He can film it all he wants.
film what?
I don't care. Go ahead, act like a clown in front of him.
I'm not a
And I'll
clown.
call them over here and escort
I'm
you
not
off
in
the
the
property.
circus. I'm not a clown. Clowns belong in the circus. I'm not a clown. Please don't talk about me.
And act your age.
I'm my
I hear you say what I heard you say before. I'll grab you by your shirt and drag you
Nah,
away.
you won't touch me.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
And I'll do it in front of these guys too, with him filming.
Well, you can do it in front of my.
Excuse me?
You can do it in front of my TV.
You're a little idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
Yes, you are.
But did I go to college?
Yes.
Get some wheels and trucks on that thing.
Yeah, get some
Stop being
wheels.
a little clown.
Oh, and get a bigger.
What's that? What's that?
What?
What is
Yeah.
that?
I thought you could hear me.
Say it again, you little punk.
I'm a little punk. Says the one who's messing with a 14-year-old. And what are you, 37?
Actually, I'm 40. And I have no problem beating the mess out of you.
Oh, if you touch me, I swear to God, bro.
You swear to God,
I will get my
you
gang
will
on
definitely
you.
die.
Gang.
I will get my gang on you, bro.
You're gang? What do you have to do? Steal my milk money?
You know, this is wannabe gangbangers that, you know, are wrong with our world.
Sounds like the kids from Minecraft.
I know. I'll get my gang on you. And then talk about weenie.
I know,
And-
it's like, It's like, no, you're just antagonizing. I like the kids to stand up for their rights when they know their rights and everything, but it's like,
These ones are just entitled.
they're just like asking for
I like the one that we saw that the father dragged his ass back to.
Oh, that might be on here. I kind of scanned
Yeah.
it. I think that one might be on here.
These guys don't give two shits about you.
Yeah.
He's right.
No,
Think
they're
you're a
on the
joke.
Way back off of it.
Oh,
They're not
I think
saying
you're a
anything.
joke, old man.
I don't give two shits, son.
I'm not your son, bro.
You got that right.
This kid is streaming for a living.
Oh, this one's
Stepdad
good,
Kevin, on
too.
the other hand, does drunk for a living. He barges into the kid's bedroom and is ready to fight.
Are you? I'm asking you a question because I saw you do it. Do you have? You do it. Do you have a job? Yeah, the fuck I do. No, you don't. People are watching this. That's my job. Masturbate in front of a green screen? Hell yeah, I am. Do whatever the fuck I want in front of this green screen. Not my house. Yeah, that's how that goes. Get the way I'm gonna knock his. Oh, you're not. Get the. You're fucking not. We pay you money. That's how that goes. You're drunk as shit. Shut up. Yeah, try something.
It blows it, but you can
Go.
kinda get resistant
Armand's
about it.
probably already called the cops, dude. Get the fuck out of here. No, it's Sierra. Stay there. You and him. It's me. No, it's not. It's you and your fat. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. You want to know how bad I am? Go upstairs. Go upstairs. How bad I am? Want to know how bad I am? Hey, mother.
Yeah. I got it.
You're not drunk and he's gonna kick the shit right out of you.
Elderly Karen can't stand kids climbing a tree and enjoying
No.
themselves. Life is hard if you're a bitter
You
old
gotta
lady,
die.
but the kids are fighting back.
The tree is not on anybody's property.
It
Yeah.
is. It's on my friend's property. Right there. But it's not illegal to be in here, so.
Get off of the tree. It belongs to this street and this neighborhood, and we don't want kids on it. Why do you
Really?
think these poles are there to help it?
Because my
We don't need you
great
jumping
grandpa
up and down and running on it. Please get down.
We're not jumping around and running on it. We're sitting on it.
I don't want you to even sit on it.
Well, I want to go get my
grandpa
and see what he says.
You, fine. Go get your grandpa. Should I now?
Yeah.
This is
filming,
Robin
okay?
Part 4.
So where do you live? Who's your parents?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you can't tell me
That's
that.
a good kid.
I can't.
I know,
Because that's my personal, that's my information.
Oh, that's your personal information?
Yeah. How'd you like a random stranger came up to your kid and asked them where they lived?
Look, kid. I have asked you nicely to come down from there.
Doesn't matter. Look, it's your property.
Where do you live? I want to talk to your parents.
I'm not going to tell you where I live.
We can change
Then
that.
I'll ask them when they come back. You are just a little
Baby Kevin is on the bus. Poor mom got a disaster on her hands.
Don't raise up on me.
How about just sit
Don't
down?
raise up on me.
Sit down.
Make me sit down.
Sit down.
Make me sit
Get
down.
out of my f***ing face.
Are you crazy, little boy?
Are you crazy because you yelling at a little boy? Are you done?
But you're yelling at everybody on the bus.
You crazy? You can't just be yelling at everybody. What's wrong with you?
None your business. That's what's wrong with me. None your business.
You sit down.
Down.
You need to ride the short bus to school. That's what you need to do. The short bus.
I don't think the kids even catch up like this.
Headmistress Karen is judging this kid. The rest of the class takes his
Oh, that's a
side.
good one,
But
too.
I am sure disgusted with the fact that you just have no respect for anybody,
The whole
including
class- The whole
yourself.
class, yeah.
And wearing this doesn't make you wonderful. Well, let's not go there, but you know what? It says be obedient, doesn't it? And you are not being obedient.
No.
Just to be obedient to God. not
Wait, you
to
say
God.
trust is
You are not being obedient. That's all I'm saying.
That's a little crossing.
You are not being obedient by not listening to the teacher. I don't care who it is up here.
No.
Hey, ma'am, that's kind of
That's
disrespectful
no.
to touch his cross like that. No, you can't.
Yeah,
no.
tell me that I'm not being a good Christian.
I didn't say that. I said
You,
you are
you,
not
but you
being
implied
obedient.
it, and that's not okay. It's never okay to tell someone that they're being a good Christian.
I didn't say that.
Only God
But
can
you
say you're not being
implied it.
obedient.
Karen owns the skateboarders.
Oh, God.
Does
This
she?
one.
I do understand.
We've come a long way to get this. We're right here.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed.
We're right here. This build-up.
Bodie, will you come on out? There's a whole film crew that will not leave the
So
20.
we got equipment here.
You can I'm about to go do it right there.
We can call the sheriff.
The
It's not-
can be right there, Cohen. I'm about to go right there. Do you want to get hit or not? You can close, please.
Bodie, they're being quite belligerent.
But we only.
No, it's
You don't understand.
legal ramifications.
No, there's no legal ramifications because
Yes,
we're gonna.
there is.
There's one more try and then we're out. No, you're using crazy words. We're not. He's gonna go next. He's gonna go next to it.
Right there.
Will you call the sheriff, please? There's someone here threatening to move our vehicles, and they've got a whole film crew.
Tell me.
Call sheriff, please!
Just go for it.
Get off my cart! Call the sheriff, please! This person's being belligerent!
Not belligerent. Right next to it. You got this.
I need the
Go to-
sheriff, please!
Go to the side of it.
You have a phone. Call 911 yourself.
Get out of here!
You're gonna want to stand back. He's pedaling. He's pedaling.
Yeah, they're actually being belligerent! Oh my...
Karen's asking this kid for his driver's license. Are you for real, Karen?
It's a power wheel car, man.
What bothers me is you have a little kid in here that doesn't have a driver's license. He's just a little kid and you're not with him.
It's not a real car.
Baby Kevin needs to apologize.
Yep.
Poor dad.
This one.
Jump on his head, fam. Do you understand? Do you not? Yeah, of course it'll melt away.
I'll say when the next I'm gonna come later.
So these
Okay.
kids were being super belligerent and like actually belligerent and being really rude to like some shop owners. Were they shop owners? or
Yeah, I
something?
think so.
And like they were being real nasty to them and everything. So the next part of the video shows the dad return with this little brat, and this is what you will see with this exchange here.
Yeah, it was good.
In the axe, fam. I'm gonna clutch you up. Bro, I swear to you.
Slash up, like this.
How old are you?
This is when they
How old are you? You're about 80-year-old.
This is my son, Charlie Baldwin. Name and shame on gospel aware. This is the boy that's so disgusting that everyone's put on Asda's. Here he is today, and this is what's going to happen.
I think when any of this happened, it's just angry.
And what else, Charlie?
Let's say that I'm sorry.
But you're sorry to who, Charlie? And all the members of staff at Asda. Embarrassing people, yeah? Because you're a vile-mouthed little bastard, ain't ya? Not being rude, I'm your dad. And I've had to bring you down here because you disrespect everyone. And now you're plastered all over Facebook. It's disgusting, Charlie. We don't bring you up like this. Do we, Charlie? There you go. And apologise to the gentleman. And he will never, I promise you now, mate, he will never come round here again. All right, I promise you that.
Little girl drawing on the pavement. Here comes the Karen.
It's okay. It's big If she splashes us, we're gonna call the cops for her. But we just stand right here. No one's gonna touch this again, okay? Don't be so proud of yourself.
What are you gonna do when it rains?
Exactly. When it rains, it rains.
Yeah.
Almost a big long one too.
Yeah, and that's fine.
We don't want to have to look down at this mess.
So don't look at the mess.
We live here.
Yeah.
Don't look at the mess.
Karen and a skater. Tragedy strikes.
No.
Karen is chasing kids with a knife. Time to calm down.
Come with me. I got hands. Come with me.
Oh my God.
That's why you running.
This one, remember?
Oh! No! What the knife down? It looks like you don't want to with my but you got a whole weapon. You sound honest. You don't want You little! Guys, stay away from me! What's up? What's the case? She called me an N-word though. Because you're being one. A nigger's an ignorant person. Doesn't mean you're black. But you can't say it. You can't say it. I can say whatever I want. It's freedom of speech. I see saying the N-word. Stop it. She called me up 3 of my kids. 2 of your kids. Who the 3? Landon, Kai, and McKenna.
No, they
McKenna? That girl? I don't hate her. I hate
No, they almost did.
It doesn't matter.
Go to jail, they stopped.
My kids weren't f***ing with you. He called me the B-word 4 times.
He deserved it. He kept doing mean stuff.
He deserved it. And then okay, I apologize. You need to watch your f***ing mouth. Like I said. You sitting there telling me that they're starting.
They is. They all started this.
No, see, you got me at the in the car.
Fashion police Karen's on the prowl. Crop tops are not illegal.
We'll whisper. Next time we'll whisper. Nobody was you, and you're just butting in on our conversation like that.
It's not a conversation. You literally
Yes, it is.
everybody around you.
Everybody.
Everybody's standing here.
Who? Is everyone as weird enough as
You're literally the one
who
who don't want men to look at you. Don't dress like a.
Did you really just say that right now? You're literally calling her a slut because she's wearing a crop top.
I see you're recording it. Fine. Go.
So you're saying basically what she dropped. Okay.
That is not what I said, and do not twist my words.
But it's like Are we really in a fight with a grown-ass, like 30-year-old woman? For real, talking about me that I'm a because I'm wearing a crop top. It's 2020 and I'm being called this because this girl and some boy on shorts. She looks like a zookeeper. A zookeeper is telling me that I look like
A zookeeper.
Karen's encouraging her kids to run wild in McDonald's. No, Karen, you don't own McDonald's too.
You're gonna do what then? You're gonna do what? You're gonna call the cops on my kids for playing in a McDonald's? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. It is playing. They're playing in a kids area. Just because you're middle-aged and have no kids and no family doesn't mean
you're screaming in the bathroom. I can hear
they're
them
kids.
in the
They're
bathroom.
playing.
Lower it down.
No, they're kids.
They don't have the right to take over the whole restaurant.
They do. They're kids. Get out.
It's McDonald's.
It's not
That's what
okay.
kids
It is
do.
okay.
It's not okay for kids to scream so loud that the people on the complete other side of the restaurant
They're happy.
cannot
Why are
enjoy
you upset that kids are happy?
That's not it.
Yeah, that is it.
No, but I'm just trying to enjoy the restaurant too. No, I don't. I'm not sure you do.
I'm not saying both sides. Any side is right, but
Don't you think the restaurant's for everyone?
I do.
So I should.
You're trying to make it just for
Excuse me,
you.
I'm talking to him,
You're
no.
trying to make it just
I'm
for
trying
you
to
and
make it for
dictating what everyone else has to do.
I'm trying to make it for everyone. But I'm leaving so your kids can be happy screaming.
Thank you. Bye-bye then.
Kid on a bike is not taking any nonsense from Karen.
This is a public road. This is a public road. I'm not backing up for you. We're all tired of this. You're on this road again, and the cops will be here. They've always been here. They don't care. Yes, they do. Yeah? Yes, they do.
So she knows?
You do not belong on a street. You're a little boy.
Okay.
You do not have a license. You're a little boy. Get off my street. Get off my street.
Yeah.
Get off. You're on it again, and I'm calling. And then the little boy will find out whether they care or not. You understand me? You understand me? You understand me? You understand me? Oh, do you understand me? Well, good. Try it. I'll show you.
See, parents like these that will get up into a kid's face. No. I don't know if she is. She just could be an adult. Either way, people that'll get up into a kid's face like this are completely disrespectful and completely in the wrong and should go to jail.
I mean, that
You
is-
are scaring kids. That is not called for. That should not be allowed.
And again, it's always with kids that are outside doing something.
Yeah.
Just because something's noisy or
know.
annoying to somebody for a little while, they gotta, like...
Yeah.
I mean, there's been several I've seen, especially with motorcycles, where the woman is literally straddling the freaking front of it, holding on to the freaking bars.
To make sure the kid can't go
And it's
anywhere.
like, oh, hell no, dude.
He could just rev it and go,
Yeah,
and he
I
really
mean,
wouldn't be in
that's
wrong.
like self-defense, or
Yeah.
you're like afraid for your life. I can't
Yeah.
believe some of these people. They've got some balls, man.
They do.
I remember one time I was at the archery range, and I was like hanging out with this dog, and I don't know whose dog it was, but I found like this little foam rubber thing, and I
Yeah.
was like bopping it on the dog's nose, just slightly, just kind of like doing this so that the dog would kind of like, you know, chase it like that, and then I'd go up to here, and he would kind of like go like this, and we were just hanging out, and this woman just came and yanked it out of my hand, threw it into the trash, and told me to stop abusing the dog, and if I had anything to say, I can go have my stepfather, you know, I'd say, oh, he said, go have your mommy come talk to me. Well, it was my stepfather, who was, you know, 200-pound gorilla, you look like Donkey Kong. Yeah, he told her some stuff, and it was a very interesting scene, but I was like, even then, it was like, who the hell do you think you are? I mean, she took it right out of my hand and, like, cussed me out.
Yeah.
And I was like, if the dog didn't want to be around me, it wouldn't be around me. It wasn't tied up. You know?
Exactly.
And yeah, and he, you know, I remember him being like, is it your dog? Is it your dog? Is it your dog? You know?
No, but you got a picture.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was like, I just kind of sat there for a few minutes, and then I kind of like stretched, and I'm like, okay, wandered into the clubhouse and found him, and yeah, this had turned into this whole thing, you know. And
Did
then-
she get very far, or was she still pretty much there? And...
She left. She was all flustered and everything. Well, this is how you guys are going to conduct yourself. And it's like, we have a whole bunch of kids up there that are hunters. Okay,
Yeah.
we got people out there that are shooting bows, and, you know, it's like, this is an outdoorsy sport and everything. You think that me messing around with a dog with a foam freaking target is going to be, like, you know...
Exactly.
A thing, you know? So you got people running real bows and arrows here. You know? It's
I
like,
know.
Oh, God. But yeah, same kind of thing. It was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? You know,
No,
and it wasn't even my toy. It was from the archery range, you know, and it was, if you want your toy back, you go talk to your mommy, and it was like, all right.
If your mother was there, it would have been worse.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my
Your
God.
mommy, yeah, okay.
First you complain about me mowing her backyard. Then you call the cops on a spot time. Now you're calling the cops on us again.
Karen's about to call the police. Drawing on the pavement is a crime, according to Karen.
Shut your f***ing mouth. Let's see, how many children? Shut up. Children around here. Then shut up. Don't start it. There won't be none. Listen, honey, this is my house. I can be No, you can't. It's my house. No, you can't. This is my house. Kids are no more important than my mother. So your mother is your... It's why it's children. It's just chalk. It's chalk. That's it. It's chalk. Leave her alone. And I'm warning you. I'm not telling you. You tell me what I did to your mother. I'm warning you. You tell me what I did to your mother. Right now. Right now. You tell me what I did to your mother. She told me what she did. What did I do? She's a liar. She called the police and told the police that there was vandalism out here and screaming. It was one 9-year-old girl sitting on her bottom with chalk. She is a liar and a nasty woman. She yells at every kid in this neighborhood. She called the kids 2 doors down. 2 weeks.
Karen's upset because this kid is selling candy outside Target.
see?
Luckily, this man's buying all the candy.
This
In your
man's
face,
crap.
Karen.
Well, you should be.
You should be ashamed
Well, you
of
should
yourself
be.
for being so
Well, you
ignorant.
should be. How much candy is that there? How much is all that?
Yes, I want to see.
I'm buying it all.
Fine, I want to see.
I'm buying it all. I am going to buy it all. I'm going to give it away to all these people.
Go ahead.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed of myself for standing up for this young person.
Yeah, you're really standing up for them, yelling at them.
Oh, and they take them all around the country, and you should see how they live. So,
They're doing fine. Yeah, I'm the ignorant person here. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
All of these right here, all of these are 74, all of these 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to come out right now and get your cash.
Oh, right.
Wait right there.
Karen's messing with the wrong skaters. They just called the cops on her.
Who says I need help? I mean, you called the cops. Get your way. You're the one that called me.
Yes. Oh! You asked. She's on Facebook Live.
What's your Instagram? Hey, let's go to this
She's on Facebook Live. You look like you're on drugs. Get out of here.
Nowhere to hide.
Yo. This is what your brain looks like on meth. Take her away, boys. Take her away.
This HOA Karen has a huge problem with this kid riding his bike in the neighborhood, so she goes straight to his parents. Not such a great idea, Karen.
And that one too. Get the off the sidewalk now.
Excuse me.
Get off the sidewalk.
Please don't touch me. Why'd you just hit me?
Want me to hit you again?
What the is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You don't touch me.
Oh, I'll do what I want. You tried to run
Mom! Mom!
You always come up. I'm on the board.
Hello.
Bro, she just hit me. She just hit me.
Come on out. Come on, tell your story.
She just hit me. She just hit me.
Run us down on the side.
You hit my child?
Yes, she did. Yes, she just did.
You want to go look at it?
I have a camera. You want to see the video?
He threw me down on the sidewalk, and I'm on the board along with another board member.
Would you like to see the?
We're well aware. He tried to run us down on the sidewalk
I did not.
and lied to us.
I have
Well,
a video.
It's a great thing that there's a camera strapped to his chest.
Good.
Right now.
Come on, boy. Just get it on. Let me
Get
see
away
it.
from me.
Come on.
Get away from me.
Come on. Come
The
on.
back of her head would be on the ground right now.
I swear to God, if this old lady touches me again,
I can't wait.
if this old lady touches me again, I swear to God.
Right ahead. Oh. Hey, police.
crazy.
We're here on the police.
You need
Go get a
You need
life.
to go to your house.
Bye bye.
Go away. This is crazy.
I can go any
You've
place.
been.
You don't hit children. You don't hit children. It's against the law. It's against the law.
Shame on
Showed
you.
me
Shame on
numerous
both of you.
videos.
And shame on Dad that your boys would do
She
what
hit
they
me.
do.
She hit me
She
in the
is an
back.
absolute. He's got the whole thing on camera.
I'm with the board member.
I have it on camera. I did not.
No.
Yelling at him. I can be on the sidewalk. I can do anything I want.
You touched my child and I'm calling the cops.
Teacher Kevin is a racist. He believes that his race is superior to the others.
why?
No, Kevin, you're not superior to anyone.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one. Wait, no, let me finish.
Yeah. That was the
White is better than all.
No, let me finish. You finish.
ahead. Hey.
I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like all types of kinds.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think
Wait,
that.
so you said you are what?
But you said federal.
You are racist? Saying you're like, you're
I think
racist?
everybody's a racist at that level.
No, you said you are racist.
I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest.
Yes, I'm racist.
No, I'm not saying it again. I've said it enough.
So you're
I
racist.
think I'm slightly telling you something.
I don't even got no more respect for you.
Clear it up.
Yeah, bro. I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
No, you should have more respect.
This horrible boy is picking on a little girl and her aunt. Racism is never cool.
What, are you gonna come up to me and hit me? You don't try to take my phone from me. I don't give a crap. You don't know me. I don't care. You get away from me. No. Get over here. You get away from me. No. It's okay.
You just pushed it through.
It's okay. It's okay.
Kevin Kopp has his own bicycle laws. Luckily, this kid has the law book off by heart.
If you're up here and doing tricks and people, well, I don't care.
Yeah.
But once you get off of this, you can't ride your bike.
All right, everybody. Now, like we were saying, you know that these kids know their laws. Now, listen to this. This kid is good. This teen is really good, and he sends his cop packing and walking.
down here. If you can pass that word along, that'll keep people from complaining to me, and I won't come talk to you.
Is there a law change?
What's that?
Is there a law change?
Yeah, you can't ride your bikes on the boardwalk.
When did that law change?
It's been a law for quite a while.
16.16.502 is the civic sectional code that states you can ride your bicycles around out here. So I don't know what law you're referring to.
Okay, you want to go that way? We can go that way.
If you want to pull out your civic code and you want to look up the code, 16.16.502 states that you can ride your bicycle out here. So if you want to come out here, you want to tell people
exactly where.
The Rainbow Harbor Esplanade, which is this entire area that you just parted to. From
Right.
all the way at the end down there to all the way this around here. That's Rainbow Harbor Esplanade, 15.15.
So did you get your law degree on Facebook, or where did you actually obtain that?
So do I have to have a law degree to be an informed citizen? Is that what you're saying? It's wrong to be informed. It's wrong to know the law. It's wrong to know your rights.
Where you got it.
I got it by knowing my rights. Is it wrong to know your rights as a citizen? Because last time I checked, when officers come and they try to invalidate your rights by telling you both laws and enforcing their opinions, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to support the law. And when the law says you can ride your bikes out here, you have no business coming up and harassing anyone telling them they shouldn't ride their bikes.
Oh, this is harassment now.
When you tell someone to not ride their bike when they're legally able to ride their bike, yes, that is harassment. Your opinion is irrelevant. The law states we can ride our bike. Now, do you have anything else to say, or are you going to leave us alone?
You have a nice day.
Yeah, you have a nice day. We're going to continue riding on, man. This is our ride. I've been riding here for 6 years. You know how many cops come out here and try to pull this shit on me?
Dream big, dude. Dream big.
Hey, what was your name, officer?
It's on the shirt.
Okay.
Lieutenant Coble. I know.
Lieutenant Cobles. Great.
Nice day.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate you, not giving a shit and walking away. Please stay informed and don't harass the public, all right?
Yes.
Yeah! Yeah! So, guys, that's how you handle a police officer, all right? You don't let the cops tell you that you can't do what you know you can do, all right?
Father and son Kevin have no respect for deer hunters.
Oh, this is another good one.
Because I eat them.
Why?
Because I eat them.
Remember-
Deer do to you.
All right, you're on video. I
Yeah.
eat them. Do you buy meat from the supermarket?
Yeah, but we're not going to.
You know they get in dirty areas, nasty, a whole bunch of
Not a dirty, nasty area.
blood leaking. That's why I'm saying. That's why you don't want
You know,
that.
you're like a hero on Long Island right now.
What?
Because kids are upset. They're crying because you want to deer.
I'm sorry
And
that they're
naturally-
crying. You need to explain to
How
them
would
that
you
it's
like
part
to
of
see
life.
it?
No, why don't you go, Luke, get away.
Excuse me,
Do
please
you have a
don't hit
pet?
my car.
Do you have a pet?
Yep.
How would you like to see your
You don't
pet?
like, you're
Deer's a
you're
pet.
real man. You
How-
have to go out and hang out in somebody's neighborhood right
I'm
now.
not trying to do anything bad.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not trying to do anything
You're
bad.
using a weapon to a live
Oh.
animal.
That's the
Okay,
funny
and I'm gonna
thing.
eat it. Instead, you let somebody else.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not gonna eat it?
Dude, we don't want to see it.
Well, then
Go
what are you
away.
hunting for?
All right, the guy is coming here on the way now. The officer is on the way.
I don't care.
Okay.
Leave.
And you could have your cell phone on you.
Leave.
Okay.
Yo, you're
Now.
you really
You're an asshole.
Yep.
You.
you're a hero. You're a hero.
You.
I mean, the kid is saying F you, F you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
So that was a good one. All right, we're at 43 minutes,
Let me
and
see. Hold on a second. I want to see what the last video I had for you on this one was.
it's the preacher.
Oh,
But I
okay.
got this one, which is 11 minutes, which should
Okay.
sum it up.
Okay.
And be perfect. I want to do the preacher a different one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to this another woke one. Let's go see what another
So what
idiot
even is
can
this?
handle.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's laugh at some batshit crazy people together.
They don't even know who funds them. Who funds you guys?
Just donations from the public.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah.
Right. Do you know that Just Stop Oil has taken massive donations from, oil dynasties such as Jean-Paul Getty? Do you know that? Sorry?
No, it's massive.
No, it has. Do you want me to show you?
No, we're not.
You are. I've just told you. You're funded by the Climate Emergency Fund in LA, of which the majority of them are heirs to oil dynasties, including Jean-Paul Getty.
I'll have a sensible debate about climate science and the climate crisis and the just energy transition, but there's no point if you're just going to throw mud that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you facts. How's that mud? Look, this is your favourite newspaper, The Guardian. Just Stop Oil's spring uprising protest funded by US philanthropists. LA-based Climate Emergency Fund donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to activists. They include Jean-Paul Getty, whose oil dynasty made him a multi-billionaire.
I'm an 8-year military veteran. I'm a college student. I'm a black woman. And I believe that white privilege fucking exists.
You served in the military. You've made good choices. You're getting rewarded for them. You're going to live in the American middle class. What privilege do I have that you don't have that is based on skin color, not on wealth or socioeconomic status? Name one thing that you can't do that I can do.
I don't know. I can't make a whole fucking dollar.
What? You can't? Why?
Oh my God. There's so many different ways they sell your oppression, and she has purchased all of them today. So right now we are on sexism, right? So she's saying that I can't make a full dollar. Yes, you can.
What frustrates me is you served our country, which deserves to be applauded. And you have lived a life of a victor, and you have the gumption to tell me you're a victim without evidence. You were not able to cite one thing that you cannot do that I can do.
So you're actually the reason why people like us can't do well, because they sold you our oppression and you bought it. Blacks were doing better under the Jim Crow era. If you acknowledge the oppression of other people, we can heal from it. No, we can't. But if you want to ignore it, we won't have anything happen. That's not how this works. Dialogue and acknowledging things doesn't make us suddenly rich.
Hi guys, so you're having some aneurysms over here. When does a baby stop being a parasite, like she said? I know you were listening to the conversation. When does a baby stop being a parasite and then turns into a baby that's worth protecting?
Ask her. She's a biology major.
Oh, so am I. Okay, perfect.
I would say probably when the child is actually fully born. Modern medicine has been able to, we can give birth to children who are, premature, and modern medicine has been able to keep them alive, but naturally, they are not able to stay alive without that mother until their first breath.
Okay, so as a biology major, which I graduated with a biology degree, would you agree with the notion that an unborn baby is a parasite?
Yes, it's a parasitic.
What class are you taking that's telling you that?
Literally pathophysiology.
Is telling you that a baby is a parasite.
Wow.
It acts as a parasitic animal.
It doesn't. Do you know the definition of a parasite?
Yes, explain it to me.
What is the definition of a parasite?
A parasite is something that lives inside of a host that has to feed off of that host.
And kills it. It's not a symbiotic relationship.
Not necessarily.
Yes, that's the definition of a parasite. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It lives off of the host. It's a parasite. It kills the host.
Thank you.
So you guys think that the baby is killing the mother?
It does in some cases, yes.
In some cases.
Okay, so at what point, so you think it has to pass through the birth canal and take the first breath to not be considered a parasite?
Yes, because at that point it no longer needs the mother.
Hi, I'm wondering, there are dozens of words for two-spirited people, people that would now be considered LGBTQ or trans people in the native languages. So I'd like to know how, as these people have existed for thousands of years before you were alive or anyone else in this room was alive, and before anyone even colonized America, if trans people were around then, I'm just wondering why you think it is that trans people are only here now because the media is telling people these things.
Well, do you think it's weird that I graduated with 0 trans people? What do you think has contributed to the explosion of transgender people from the time that I was in high school? I'll ask you a question back. If this was just a natural thing, and I don't know what you're talking about with two-spirit people, is this like a Native American tribe, like high smoking and...
I'm trying to figure out if this is Can's zone.
Because I'm into anthropology and stuff, and I have learned that there have been many cultures that did in fact have multiple genders. Ancient Judaism as well, the Hebrew.
Yeah.
They had 8, right? Israelites, the tribal Israelites had 8.
Yeah.
And then it included by human intervention. So it's like, so this definitely has happened before, and we saw it happen in Greece, and so it's like, and definitely there was fads and trends and stuff that had something to do with it then too.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, social contagion was happening then just as much as it is now, just that it's more broad spread because we have.
Well, and for the most part, it gets taken out though. When it
Right.
starts heavy,
Right.
then it gets
Mhm.
eradicated.
Yep.
But look,
It's just a bubble.
you can't tell if it's. I mean, you can't really see from here, but
It kind of sounded like it, but I'm not sure.
I gotta pee.
Nice.
Yeah. Should I play it?
Oh no, because I actually want to listen to it first.
Okay. Can you like be in front of the camera for a second?
No.
I don't want it.
We'll be right back. Here, put Guru on. So Guru's gonna tell you what he's doing on Minecraft.
Really? Okay. I am making a build. If you guys go to my channel, you'll see this post I did on my creative world. This is what I'm building.
Wolfboy Broductions.
Wolfboy Broductions, not Productions.
Like a bro.
Like a bro. And I had to destroy part of it because it wasn't good.
I think that's good.
No.
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 So while we wait for LongWalker to return, we will just watch Guru making a build on Minecraft.
What's my reactions to it?
He's not doing PvP. It's just a build.
Let me see my hot water. On survival, by the way.
What are your thoughts so far on the woke
crazy.
compilation of tonight?
Crazy. And I like how these kids are just like, yeah.
And they're like bold, man.
What are your thoughts on knowing the law?
Mine?
Yes.
I think you should. There's
Definitely should. If you go and play in Caesar's world, you have to play by Caesar's law. Alright, move.
I am back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on.
About your spirit. I'm asking you seriously because when I think of Native American tribes talking about their spirits, I know that they used to smoke a lot, they used to do drugs, they also were cannibals who used to eat people, so I don't know if we should be taking our cues from cannibals. But
I think
can you
that's
explain
kind
to me
of
what
ridiculous.
Two-Spirit is in the history?
There are people that would now be considered trans people that did not feel that they fit the binary
Though,
gender.
Native Americans? I'm asking you.
Yes, I'm telling you that not only in one Native American tribe, but in multiple tribes, there were dozens of terms that referred to people that would now be considered trans, and that was hundreds of years ago. So I'm just wondering why you think that people are only trans now because the media is telling them to be.
Well, I told you, because of the proliferation. So you can't just go from having 0% to suddenly 25%
But what
of
I'm
people.
saying is that these people were around for thousands of years.
Well, what you're saying is that some Native American tribes had people that would be considered trans today.
People that
Something that we can't fact check because they're dead. Right?
Historical knowledge.
It's historical knowledge that there were trans Native Americans.
Yes.
I really don't think that's historical knowledge. But here's what I'll answer. I don't think that there were
Well, I'm telling you
trans
that
Native
there were.
Americans.
So if you could educate yourself a little more, you would know that.
Okay. I will educate myself.
I don't believe in big government, right? I believe
You don't?
no government. No government.
So you're an anarchist?
Yes. I believe in voluntary hierarchy and democracy.
What's preventing you from doing what the Amish do? Get off the grid and just go live like that right now.
Well, the
Okay, but you were saying that you had heard about that there were terms.
Definitely among the Hopi tribes and even the Shoshone that are right out here in our own deserts, yeah, they definitely had male, female, and what they called twin spirit, and that could be somebody who just had ultra feminine qualities as a male and was able to tune into what they called women's medicine better than a man can, and vice versa. They had some ultra masculine women that like were able to be warriors and hunters, and they just like they had more masculine qualities, and they just celebrated that.
Yeah.
Called them twin spirits. And the ones they would be considered, I mean, I don't think trans would ever be a thing because there was no surgeries, there was no hormones, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe a spiritual ceremony that said, okay, well, now we will say that's your new name because they always give you new names.
Exactly.
On your accolades, that was nothing new. But yeah, definitely heard stories of it, and it's the same thing out in Kemet, in the old river towns and everything in like Egypt and Sumeria and old Iraq. Of course, they had stories, but it was rare, like super rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, really rare.
Like how it is. It's supposed to be in in the world right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's only supposed to be like 1% or 0.1%
Yeah.
of the population. I'm not sure which one that is, but yeah, it seems like there's a whole lot of kerfluffle over a very minority amount of people.
Exactly.
I don't know. And it's like those people also still just like went about their lives. They didn't make a big freaking deal over being a twin spirit or anything. They integrated into the communities and they did service. These people are so selfish. That's all they do is think about themselves.
I know.
And their cause.
They have to be happy.
Yeah. Right. And they look so happy, don't they?
I know. All right, now on to anarchist.
Are religiously excluded.
No, forget the religious component.
Well,
but the Amish are a great example.
Incredibly difficult to just pick up everything that you have, leave, and go.
So you want to tell me how to live?
What I'm saying is that there are people that are literally starving, and then if you had extra houses and they literally just came and occupied the houses that you are not using, they are justified because you are being a massive asshole.
If someone forcefully takes away something that is sedentary, not being used in that purpose, it is a rightful means of theft.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you don't believe in private property rights?
No, I do not.
You don't believe in private property rights, so we're getting somewhere. So you're not a libertarian, my friend. Libertarians believe...
I'm not a libertarian I'm not a libertarian in the capitalist sense. I'm not a libertarian in the American sense.
So stop using the word, because you're anything but it.
I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now. I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel. I watch a lot of cable news.
Now, hold on just a minute. I'm not done. And CNN has taken a very strong position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future. There's a whole lot of baloney, and yes, it has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform, and I regret it's become political instead of scientific, but the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do wonder,
I know
though, is
we're
when
not,
you
because
see
you wouldn't allow it to happen on CNN. But I'm happy that I got on the air and got a chance to talk to your viewers. Hello, everybody. There is no global warming.
What I do wonder is when you see the government, when you see NASA, when you see other institutions say that 97% of climate scientists agree, do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you square that.
That's a manipulated figure, and let me explain it to you. The government puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis of the Democrat Party position. So they don't have any choice. If you're going to get the money, you got to support their position. Therefore, 97% of the scientific reports published support global warming. Why? Because those are the ones the government pays for, and that's where the money is. It's real simple, but that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't make it true. That only makes it bought and paid for. The money goes in circles.
I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to try to refute you on the facts.
That's the truth.
I'll simply say that
please stand back from this issue and let the two sides be on the air.
But if they didn't commit the crime, they wouldn't have to deal with any of that.
Well, sometimes a lot of them don't commit the crimes.
No.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You were raised by your father and mother?
I was.
And so you had a better chance at life growing up because you had two parents who provided for you.
I did, yeah.
But isn't that the right and the best way to go rather than all this other stuff?
I don't necessarily agree. People can still be just as successful. I definitely do think I was more privileged to have both parents in the home.
So you're white privileged then?
Not necessarily.
You just like the white woman.
Not,
you had everything.
At all. Not
What's
at
the difference?
all.
The white girl next to you had a father and mother in the private school, right? And she's white privileged. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So you're a black girl with a father and mother in the same classroom, sitting right next to the white girl with the privilege. So you had it too.
So what we mean when we say white privilege is not necessarily about what resources they have, but it's also a generational connection, and also a physical connection.
It's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm gonna be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is another one down. So I've got one more, but it's like an hour long, so we'll save it for like another Woke Wednesday.
Okay, here's
That's a
some
good one
pieces.
too. It's a preacher that goes around and goes to the LGBTQ community pride parades and stuff, and is preaching. It's really good. I agree with a lot of it.
Takes a lot of balls.
Takes a lot of balls. That's
a
for
lot
damn
of
sure to do what
patience.
he's doing.
So you got some patience, man. I've seen it in action, but it's
Yeah.
like that's really overwhelming. And it's like, well, the colors and the yelling and the sounds, and it's like just to maintain that.
Exactly.
They have their Holy Spirit with them. They have to.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Namaste. This Long Walker is striding out of here, and we will see you on Friday for a another talk on Western and Eastern philosophy. So, namaste. Now watch as I try to find a way to do this. Not point my dad.